of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, 19. I'm coming. Let's go, motion.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
6 guard, check 6 guard. Get him out. Check 3.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4... you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Check 4. Check.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Cohen. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bears take over. Murray now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Taylor. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On first down, Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
26. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Switch. Watch twitch. Hey, 31.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 23.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
29. Watch the run. 45. Mike, 45. There's a part in there. Ain't no timeout. Back to the court. Twitch. Watch the twitch. Check safety.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bilal Nichols coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Texans 7, Bears 0.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions. And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. They'll run on second down with Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play. Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. First down, a run with Cohen. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10. Deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one. Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right? Not one that I've ever met.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, keep the mic. You're trash, you're trash. 45's the mic. Rip right, rip right. 25, check 25, check 25. Kill, kill, kill. Turn around and go.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Set. 19. 45. Army, Army. Army, Army. 26. 45. 45. Mike, 45. Gotta do better.
To throw on third down. Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. James has got it, complete. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. 49. Fellas, let's set a tone. Hey, watch out.
Taylor, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Begin. Shoot. Check 26, check 26. Check. In the car. Rocky. Check. Crunch. Check 37. Check 37.
They run with Taylor. And some room to work. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. We hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half, 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check nickel. 24 is down, he's coming. Check 61. Max box. Right. Hey, let's get in them holes. Tighten up. Undercrunch. Alert. Undercrunch. Watch that. Check 13. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the Bears 7-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, 31. SOS.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. In for the score, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Check 45 to Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, put it in. Check. He's checking.
Well, this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
45 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Slam. Alert. 24. Orbit. 45 to Mike. Get him. 45.
Now Watson to throw on third down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It got his man complete. Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check 45 to Mike. Oh, you got deep? Put it down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. It's complete to Fuller. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on that one. And Chicago has the first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and the pressure gets to him again. Bernardrick McKinney able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Check 50. Switch.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey. We got 3 down. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 45, Mike, 45. Hey, watch the slant.
The give to Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, V. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Switch. 54. 45 to Mike. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Hey, 59. 45 to Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Here's Watson on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 15 now. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
No. Off. Check three. Tight double. Switch.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Get ready.
At their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 2nd and a couple. Murray, that's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now in Houston. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check. Hey, check Mike, 50 seconds.
First down, Murray. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 3rd down, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
He don't want it. Check 52. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop,
yeah, that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Shift. Line up. 59. Alert flare. Check your hot reach.
They'll run with Taylor. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Set. 19. 45. Here we go. 49. Check 49. 54. Check. You go tight. You got tight right there. Watch twist. Check 31. Slam.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Switch. Watch twist. Kill.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hatchet, hatchet. 29. Show it up. Shut down. Motion, motion. Check, check, check. Shift. Alert 3. Let him all. Rest.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And an alley to run. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. But this is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. In for the sack.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. Well, how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
25 yards that time. On 1st and 10, Murray. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Murray again, flush to his right. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Throwing again on second down. Murray, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Houston, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.